Welcome back to part 4 of our little series. We're back in Eiberbach, and I think I'm going to rename that at some point. But for now, let's just enjoy some money coming in, and let's prepare the apiaries and veggie gardens here. Of course, the apiaries, what I'm saying, the orchards are going to take a few years to ripen. So they're not going to bring any food in anytime soon. She says as the info that we're running out of food is coming in, but that should not be an issue because berries should be starting pretty soon and fish should be coming in quickly as well. And as we're gaining money here, we can also add some more food. So we will be waiting for I think we're going for carrots. So we're going to need 102 for that. So let's wait until we have that. So select it again, get veggies, get someone else in there. And now we have 5 people. So let's add them right here. They're already working, so we will be getting veggies from these 2 plots and from that plot. And that should take care of the food problem in connection with the growing berries and growing fish. So our next project, once we have everyone in their jobs here, will be to add the farm and a windmill. And I have to admit I'm not the best or most efficient farm setup person, but I'll do my best to make it work. What we're going to do is build the farm, build the windmill, 92% should be fine. And that percentage of efficiency is probably going to go up anyway as we build the fields down here and then the trees are gone. We're also going to have to build a couple of foresters. So let's add them up here behind the logging camp, I think. That's going to look fine, I believe. We're connected. And then have just 2 foresters here who will help with keeping the forest alive. Just like in real life, really, isn't it? So the farmhouse will be upgraded. We also need, we have so much money, that's awesome. So we have 2 horses, but 4 traders, and we want a horse for every trader. In the meantime, we're upgrading our farm in order to accommodate oxen. So let's add the hitching posts for the oxen. Maybe go like this, have a little bit of a curve in there. And then we're gonna pause this real quick, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to add the 3 people that we have right here and then start building the fields. And we're building the fields on pause because I don't think that it makes sense to rush through this, and I do want to set up the rotation for the fields, but I think we might be just a little bit too late for the fields to give us any good return this year, but it doesn't matter. We're going to do it anyway. Again, it doesn't matter if we're making mistakes. It is just a game, and everything that we do here is going to be practice for the next project. So I'm sticking with the sort of longish, sort of straight fields. I absolutely don't like the look, and it's not the way that the fields where I live look like, but they are more efficient in the game. And I'm just, going with what's there, and just try to make the best of it. And I think I want to build a second quarry on this for later. So let's just add this here, but pause it. So we don't need the resources just yet, and that'll give us some space here to add some more fields on here. And then probably, if our resident farming expert Jabberwocky on the Steam forum sees this, I'll probably scream in frustration because I'm not doing this right, but I'll be doing this anyway. So let's get this going as well. Let's see how big this would be. Why doesn't it work? So if it doesn't work, we'll just set it up differently. I think we'll just make this one big one. Just to see, you know, maybe, oops, inside the line. And then, yeah, one more should be fine. So we'll do a rotation, because we have fertile ground here, we'll do a rotation with one fallow year and the 2 years that will bring us crops. So here we will start with wheat because we want bread, and then barley. And then the 3rd year will be fallow, and I think we'll be doing the same up here as well. Oops, didn't set anything here. Oh, come on, click correctly and then it's going to work. And then we will set up these 3 and these 3 with a different rotation. So this will start down here. So this will get us wheat in the 2nd year, and then barley in the 3rd year. Same for here. Same for here. And barley. And then this one will basically start in the 3rd year. So we'll start with barley here and then wheat down here. And we have the 3rd rotation set up. Again, it's probably not going to work this year. I don't think that they'll get this set up in time, but we can wait for the wheat and also for the barley for later. Alright, so we have 3 families, so basically 3 Morgan can be dealt with. It's a bit tight, but hopefully we're going to get, well, let's actually get 1 quarry worker into the farm just to make sure that they can work with what's there. And I think they're probably farmers. Yeah, this is not good. We're going to reassign them later and probably reassign these later as well, because they're probably also going to be, no, they're quarry workers. Okay, that's fine. So this one will be apples and this one will be pears once we have the money. I should have probably gone with pears first, but anyway. We don't have a free ox. We have plenty of timber. So I think what we're going to do, just to help the farm along, we'll give the farm some livestock, which should make it a bit more quick, and order an ox. Excuse me. And then trader, we have 3 there. Oops. And we're going to need to upgrade this in order to hold all of those animals. Okay. So let's add a couple more houses. We're not great on food. So let's do this. Let's give you... Let's get the fish out of the water. And then... Oh, there's our ox. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. So the logging camp. Actually, no. We'll give this to the farm as well. And then add another ox as soon as we can for the logging camp. What we did want to do was to add some more residential, so let's do that. It doesn't. road connection doesn't look great, but that's not going to stop us from building something here. So this one double plot with the backyard extension, that's probably going to be a tailor for later, and the others are probably going to be bakers. So let's order that box that we're missing, and then once that box is here, it'll be reassigned to the logging camp. So the good thing is our farms have been active, but it'll probably take... Oh, we were soon enough. So it looks like we're going to have a harvest, which is awesome, because that harvest we can actually sell. And or make beer from it. So we'll see how quickly we can get this set up. We'll still need someone in the windmill. And we're going to need a baker to do something with the wheat, and we'll need a brewery to make us some ale. But for that we need more people. So food variety is good. 8 months of food, so that's good. So the veggies that we had are actually helping now to get us through the winter. We have pork and chicken, we also have eggs, so all of that is looking pretty good. So we'll get the windmill going, make sure that the granary is not accepting any crops. So yep, it always pays to pay attention. And then let's check the storehouse as well. No, the storehouse we did what we needed to do, but we didn't do that for the granary, so good thing we checked. So this one is going to be either a brewery or a bakery, and I think we're gonna make it a bakery first. Yeah, we're gonna go with the bakery, and then one of these, once they fill and are upgradable, they're gonna be the other version of an artisan that we're needing. And look at the money that we're making. So we're at mid-year 2. We have 821 in regional wealth. Time to build the manor. And I'm not into the whole manor building thing, funny enough, although it's called Manor Lords, but for the sake of this playthrough, I'm gonna try to make it a pretty manor. So pretty manor, I think they'll be down here, and then we will try to build a bit of a wall around it and try to make it look nice. But for now, it's really just, you know, get it built, so that we can tax our people and take advantage of the money that we're making. So unemployment, they don't like that, that's fine. So, one more person, so let's wait for these to fill up. Which one did fill up? They filled up. Oh, forgot something. I forgot to build the church. So let's build the church. Let's put that right about here. And let's also prepare the small tavern for later. Right here. But we'll pause this. I really should have built this earlier, but you know, as I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. We can make mistakes, that's fine. And nothing is lost by making that mistake. So now that we have enough money, we can also add a few more plots here. Yeah, single plots. I mean, they could be smaller, but you know, I like having different sizes of burgages. Can we fit a road through here? We cannot, unfortunately. So what we're gonna do And we're gonna put a nice little orchard in here. So, okay. That's gonna look nice around the church. And then once the church is built, we'll see, and the water access problem is fixed. You'll see that all of these will become upgradable as people move in and are happier because they have all of their needs fulfilled. And this one is also going to be a stall for animals, which is bringing in some nice returns. So that's looking good for now. These are getting built. We have our oxen and livestock assignment go in, and then we can also do these two and give them a work area to build and to plant trees in so that we don't get deforested too much. Fuel is going probably to be yeah, it's gonna be an issue at some point, but 5 months is fine for now, and we can also add another woodcutter in just a bit as we add more houses. So our little village is going to develop a little more along these lines, so let's add a nice little road here. So we need more people. Do we have a road here? Yeah, we do. So let's put that in here. Maybe like that. Yeah, I like that. It's fine. So we get some, yep, we got some wheat in, we got some barley in, so that's good. So let's also build a malt house in order to make the malt, the barley into malt. And then from the malt we'll be producing beer. I'm sorry, I'm still always, you know, I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing. At the same time, I'm trying to explain what I'm doing. It's really quite distracting. It's fun, but it's distracting. Anyway, I think this is good time to take a break. So we'll come back in the rain in the next video. See you then.